some funny things that have happened so far this year is when I'm teaching and the kids are on the carpet, I have two little girls that sit in front of me, and the whole time that I'm teaching, they are looking at me like, oh. And one day, as I was teaching and reading, I realized
teaching.
Yeah.
Teaching and reading.
Teaching and reading. We use our hands a lot when we're teaching in another language.
That's right.
I noticed that two little girls started each putting their hands around my legs, and then they were hugging me, but like so tightly that I couldn't move. And it was really hilarious because they were still looking at me, and I forgot to say the part before when I told you the story. They were saying, I looked down at them and they're like, I love you. Te amo. It was very, very sweet. So that's a funny little story.
Tell more.
I forgot the other one.
Despacito.
Oh, right, Despacito.
And so when we're working on whatever we're working on, one of the things that I'm always telling kids if they're going too fast with the task is, despacito. Or especially when we're going to the line, out to, lunch or recess, and they're going too fast, and I say, despacito. And then all of a sudden, kids will say, despacito, and start dancing. It's very cute.
You have yoga and Zumba.
And we do yoga in our class. Yoga is a great way for us to kind of settle down, or in between mini lessons. Sometimes we use a wiggle break and do yoga in Spanish. And a lot of kids aren't exposed to yoga, so they don't know what it is. So it's adorable to see how they first are watching, looking around and saying, like, should I be doing this right now? And then I'm doing it with them. And the first few times it's very funny to see them kind of ease into it, and then by the end, they're out, like the end of the year, they're begging to do it. It's really funny.
Awesome. I can't think of any funny stories, so. Sorry. Oh, she's so inspiring, but I can't think of anything that's like funny right now.
You know why I think it's funny is because you're so animated and funny that I guess you can't think of anything funny because you're the funny part.
I know. Well, maybe I'm the funny. Oh no, I'm the funny part. Oh goodness gracious.
Like you're funny. It's good to be funny.
It is. You have to be funny when you teach younger kids.
Yeah.
I did think of one little bitty thing when you were, for a second it finally came into my head. So we did a lot of meditation last year as a way, because when kids get like nervous about something, or they've had a rough time at recess and they come in and they're like, oh, stressed out or angry at their friends. So I would say, well, let's meditate. And it's really cute because at first, when they don't really know what meditation is, they sit there and they're like, oh, I think I have to cross my legs and go like this. And they go, right? And that is so not meditation, but it's really cute because it's just their assumptions about what it is. And so, I taught them different ways to do belly breathing, like you blow up the balloon in your belly. And so what's really hilarious is when you see a whole classroom of kids of all different sizes, right? Like some are really big and some are little bitty things, and they're laying there going, and their bellies are getting big, or they're like, ooh, how big can I get? Oh, Senora Keeney-Horsch, look at how big my belly is. So that's really, really cute. And then by the end of the year, like they're super pros. They're like, can we meditate? They'll come in from recess. We had a rough recess. Can we come in and meditate? I'm like, yeah,
That
right?
happens to me too. And some kids by the end, they do sit and I've even seen some kids during free choice, if the noise gets to be too much, then they'll take a moment to do some deep breaths. So I thought, okay,
Cute.
That's something that doesn't show up in their report card or whatever, but it's a skill that they're learning on how to cope with life. So I think that's an important thing too.
I wish it were something that we could, check off a box that they've learned how to meditate or they've learned coping skills, because it'd be so nice to be able to say to parents, like, here, look at this amazing thing that the kids have been working on, right? And it's not just learning how to read and write, which is so important, but like if you can read and write, but you don't know how to calm yourself down when you're stressed out, like what good is it going to do you? So, yay. Thank you so much.
Thanks
so much. It was so fun.